Alright, welcome everybody. This is Eric. This is my channel, Cajun Blade. So what we're going to do today, my last video, or I think my last video I would have posted at this point. I was using a TI 275 Smart Razor I got from Superior Shave. Excellent edge, excellent edge. So just in conversations with Jared versus what I was doing. Of course, we're not honing the same curves, a little different, but try to take some advice and see how he honed the razor through, which the razor I got from him was honed on a cuticle, convex cuticle, and then went to a black arc. So what I'm gonna do here, I took a razor, a similar olive ground razor. This is a Bismarck. So oil right down there, wipe it down. A Bismarck Dovo. And what my plan is, I'm gonna go ahead and this one I have not honed it on convex yet. I think it'd be a good candidate. So I'm gonna hone it on this little greenish cuticle I got right here. It's a 3x5, and it's convexed on an 8.5 foot wheel. This one here, I don't know what I'm gonna finish on. This one's my original one that I had, and it's I think it's a little finer than this. I'm gonna do most of the grunt work here, and I may finish here. So I seen Bill has just posted a video on honing on a convex cuticle, pretty good one. But I'm gonna see what I can do with this and compare it to how I can, what's the end result. And I'm gonna leave it on cuticle, I'm shaving on cuticle. I'll see the end result versus, I know Jared's razor is gonna be better, but I'll see how much far off it is. Okay, so I'm gonna get a rag real quick, wipe this blade. Alright, and then I have a slurry stone here that is concave. It's also looked out kind of a greenish slurry stone to go along with this one. So go ahead. I'm gonna pull up. This is gonna be a Dilucot, and I can't never say that word. I'm gonna pull up a good slurry. The razor has been honed. I'm gonna join the edge before we start. This will be a full dilution, if not two. Plenty slurry right there. This razor has never been honed without tape. I'm also gonna do that for the first time. Talking to Jared, he said that to get all the benefits of the convex hone, I probably should leave the tape off. So we'll see how it goes. Right away we get some change in color in the slurry. I'm gonna use two hands on this. I'm just gonna try to, about 5 half strokes keeps me in the slurry and works me across this little 5-inch stone. So what I've been playing with is 40 to 50 of these. Start with before I start my dilution. I'm not really talking a whole lot. Too much slurry. My first dilution will be a little more, or a lot more than I normally do, then I'll go to drop at a time. This stone is not, it's only shaped one way. 8.5 foot wheel on this axis. nice thin ground razor. I had it honed on a flat caliper previously. Okay, size the stone for to dry a little. You could stay with half strokes or circles, because like I said, this stone is not shaped on two different wheels. My intention is to bring this convex 8.5 inch wheel all the way to the apex. So it's a little different than what Bill and Jared are doing. Just something I played with and sought out Bill's advice. Asked him, of course. He knows what he's doing with these things. And how to run some things by him to make sure I wasn't screwing that up too bad. But so we've talked about the dilution. And basically what we're doing is simulating a progression of some sort, whether it be a synthetic progression from 2K or so to 8K or a Nagura progression, but you're doing the same thing. You're just basically progressing up into a finer stage. So in the case of a caudicle, the garnets are not friable. You have to dilute them. It's not like a J-nap. So, but here's the deal: you don't want to dilute so fast you're not putting the work in. It'd be almost like if you dilute too fast, it would be almost like if you went 1K then jumped to 6K, right? So some of you, I'm not saying that's exactly relative to what it is, but it's similar, and you wouldn't want to do that. You want to close the gap, or you could do it, I guess, but you want to close the gap with as minute steps as you can to make sure you're getting rid of the previous steps, striations. Okay, still braiding. I try to break mine up in about 7 to 9 steps when I'm coming from bevel set. That's first dilution, establishing the basically your bevel. I'll do those 40 or 50 half strokes, and after that, I'm watching undercut. I'm watching the slurry knot. I don't want it to really dry out. I don't want to get too muddy. Watching the corner of the stone. See this one right here, and here is drying out. So as that goes, I'll add a drop of water. And what I'm watching is if I start losing undercut as I get away from slurry, I need to back up. Or do more, be patient, do more work right there. Because my tail here is maintaining the undercut as I continually chase less pressure. As I get closer to finish, I'll try to reduce the water I'm working on top too, where my undercut is a valid key. Not that it's not valid here, but I don't want to flood it with water at the last stages and have the illusion that I'm there. So let's talk about running water. I disagree that you should go to running water unless you really know your stone. Because, to be honest with you, when I go running water, I'm trusting my feel, which Devin hit on that not long ago. Feel is only tell you so much. But I'm trusting feel, and I'm trusting my process. That when I get on running water, if I do me roughly 100 strokes or till it sticks, I know I'm good. 100 laps, I'm sorry. But not all cauticles are the same. So when I first get a stone, I never use running water because I want to see how good it cuts with water. If I get a new razor or a razor I hadn't honed on that stone, I'll do the same thing. Now, hey, Don't get me wrong, sometimes I go to running water on another stone, another razor, and I know what to expect. But in this case, I'm not gonna do it because I never honed this stone on this razor. So I wanna know that when I'm on my water passes, with very light pressure, I'm maintaining my undercut, and I have a good valid undercut. No plans to go to a flat stone after this. I'm gonna bring this out all the way to the edge. So I don't know if y'all can see. I got zoomed in, but you can see on very light pressure. Here is some fluid. We have reached apex with this 8.5 inch, 8.5 foot wheel. So this stone is not the finisher that stone is. But what it did do, it has a decent hone size. I can put the whole razor on it, and it's 5 inches. So it's not so big but hard to shave. And it got me to the apex. So what I'm getting ready to do now, we'll make just a few more passes. So we're gonna go to this cuticle, which I'll find. I could finish on that one if I wanted to. Just being greedy, I'm trying to get the best performance I can. I know I've shaved off this cuticle convexly, and it's done a really good job. Had a good face feel. So I'm gonna hope I can come here with water because they're different. And this one, my green one, is a little more aggressive. I'm gonna hope I get undercut, and I'm not gonna put any more slurry. But I'm gonna wash this slurry off this stone in case I do. If I need to go to slurry, I will, just to get back to the apex. Way too much. So no slurry required. See, now that I got undercut, I'm gonna try to make me, I'm gonna have to speed it up for you. So I'm gonna make 100 laps. I'm letting it just rest. I hope you can see this undercut. Violet undercut up to holler. I'm just gonna make 100, commit myself to 100 passes. About every 10 or 20, I'm gonna wash it off. So I tried to get rid of some water so I could see valid undercut. Now I really don't care. I know I'm undercutting. I know I'm maintaining it with this light pressure. So if I gotta flood it with a little more water to keep any garnets that are releasing off my honing surface, I will. Which is all you do when you're honing on water. Very, very light pressure. Same thing, I rinse my razor very so often. hard to keep it on the stone with that light of pressure without 2 hands. Okay, that was 80. Ask me why 100, I don't know. That's my starting point. You know, 100 normally gets it. If I gotta go more, I will. So just now, in that stroke, I'm just now starting to see it feel a little bit. That's probably 85 strokes of suction effect to the cuticle, which is not a must, but it is a tell. All right. A little bit on the toe. We'll stop for now, kill this video. It was some work. I was trying to get it past where I've been able to get with these cauticles before to try to improve the shave. I think it's going to be good. I like on the peanut test. I'll check the hair in a minute. This is Eric, the Cajun Blade. Appreciate y'all joining me.